Everybody Wants Some by Van Halen. Tune your guitar down a semitone. Here's the first verse, and I'm going to take it from a couple measures before. Okay, so let's break that down. So coming out of the intro, in the last video, I suggested you roll off the volume there. I don't know if there's enough time for it. You might just want to mute the strings with your left hand. So that was discussed in the previous video. Now we're going to play. So you start with your second finger on the third string, 7th fret. Back it up with your first finger. Make sure your first finger is resting right against your second finger. So you have 2 fingers on the third string. Second finger, once again, is on the third string, 7th fret. Your third finger is placed on the second string at the 8th fret. You're going to play both strings together, and you're immediately going to bend up the third string a whole step or a whole tone. So, there's your target point. Play the 2 notes, bend up, and then grab your whammy bar, and you're going to press and release 5 times. Press and release 5 times with the whammy bar, and then do a slow descent with the whammy bar on the 6th. You'll pause briefly after the 5. Down like so. And then you'll play D5, E5, and you can strum both chords, attacking both chords with your pick. To play D5, you can use your first finger on the 5th string at the 5th fret. Third finger can bar across the 4th and 3rd strings at the 7th fret. And then once you strum that chord once, shift up 2 frets to E5 at the 7th and 9th frets. Same chord but 2 frets higher. D5, E5. Let it ring for a moment and then slide down towards the headstock. And then mute the strings with your right hand. Okay, and then from there, you're going to play this bend. It's the same bend. Move down. Here it's a E and G. And here we have B and D. We're bending this up to B. So we have B and D. And we're going to bend this A up a whole step so we have B and D. Okay, now what we can do, we can approach it like so. So let's talk about the right hand. Rake, 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 and then you can grab the G and B strings with a pinch harmonic or a pick harmonic. So what you do is rest the heel. I take not only the heel, but I take this part of my hand as well right there, and I rest it on the 6th, 5th, and 4th strings, just to the left-hand side of the bridge. Okay, and then I do this. A series of 3 rest strokes. Okay? And then I do the pinch harmonic, which I'll explain in a moment. But we have, okay, that's a rake. I also refer to it as rest strokes. You pick through the 6th string, and then your pick rests on the 5th string. Pick through the 5th string, pick is resting on the 4th string, pick through the 4th string, and then you can strum through the 3rd and 2nd strings. And then descend with the whammy. Okay, so pinch harmonics. They're the easiest way to get them is to play loud, crank up the gain on your amp. If you can't play loud because you'll be disturbing other people in your household, then just turn down the volume on your amp, but crank the gain. And the easiest way to get them is when you're on your bridge pickup. Okay, so what you can do is you could play perhaps your 3rd string, 5th fret, grab it with your 1st finger, and then what you do is you choke up on your pick so that there's very little plastic exposed, and you're going to make contact with the string with the plastic of the pick and then the side of your thumb knuckle. So it's a combination of plastic and skin. Okay. It produces this squealing sound, okay? And you get different pinch harmonics or pick harmonics depending on where you pick the string along the length of the string, okay? So you can hear the overtone changes, okay? So work on that technique if that's brand new to you. And what I do, instead of holding the pick parallel with the string, I sort of turn it into the string and slice through the string. Once again, choking up on the pick and making sure that there's a lot of skin making contact as you move through the strings. Okay, now in certain areas along the length of the string, the harmonic will just pop out easily. Other places, not so much. So if you're trying it, you're not getting much of an effect, just move the string a millimeter in either direction, sort of find it. And then you can play it on different notes. You know, play a scale or a riff. Okay, so here we have this rake, and then we're using pinch harmonics on the 3rd and 2nd strings as we're bending just the 3rd string. You don't bend the 2nd string. Descend with your whammy bar like so. And then at the end, since your right hand is on the whammy bar, moving it towards the body of the guitar, you could use the left hand to slam down on the 6th string, produce and roll. And that takes you back into the chorus, and simply play that riff that you played in the intro. Okay, so there's more to come, to be continued.